Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska. Today, at a place where the fans have shown unprecedented loyalty. They've packed this place no matter the circumstances, and optimism running high as the Cornhuskers are set to open a new season. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Northern Illinois Huskies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers offense will get the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks...
There he goes! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down for this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. That's reeled in. It's Milner. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. situation for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Puts it out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. The give from the gun. Knocked off his feet. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Barney. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
He'll bring it out. It's Roger. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Northern Illinois' offense will go to work for the first time. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
The Huskies moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Got his man on the outside. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Rushes on him. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. Complete in the middle. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Right on the money. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Grabbed over the middle. It's McCoy. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Sweet cut there. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Looking for space. It's eyes. Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Running into the open space. He now has 62 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Pressure coming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Got it in the middle. It's Barney. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Holds it in, the 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The receiver on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Back to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
He'll do it himself. To the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husker!
The defense has got to do a better job at taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Huskies racing to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Soft spot in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
He gets a block. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. To the air, it's Raiola. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Huskers will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And that big, bad Husker front just keeps wreaking havoc in the backfield.
I mean, that's what you want. You want the defensive line to dominate the football game. You don't want to have to blitz and bring all these extra bodies. And this defensive line, this black shirt defensive line, is doing their job.
And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Barney. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st down from the 11. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Tulane is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in New Orleans for some time. They're up 14 over Louisiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on 1st down. Turns it loose. He's got it inside the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Snap in the shotgun. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Back to pass on second down. Big guy smells it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got it out. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and
lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Caught over the middle. It's Milner. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Milner. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Had to throw it before he wanted.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Finds his tight end. Jukes his way for more. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking left. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Huskies! A great catch and run for 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Wants to throw. It's Rayola. With the catch, it's Milner. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parker. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun. Give on the inside. There he goes. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barney. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Here's the pressure. Unleashes one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Catch in the middle, it's Russo. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The play-action fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They'll go with a direct snap. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Nice move to pick up yardage. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They want to get this defense on its heels. He'll try it again. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Huskies are rolling down the field.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, still going. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. He's got it! And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, and that's real demoralizing for the defense, too, because the coverage on that play wasn't terrible. He just threw it in a place where only his guy could make the catch. There's nothing you could have done defensively to prevent that effort. Now, all of a sudden, the offense, man, they are knocking on the door.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Motion from the wideout. They want to run this quarterback. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. On the move. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the route is on. Well, Little Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. NC State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Raleigh. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 40. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Dropping back, it's Sullivan. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Here comes the heat. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off the long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Huskers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it can be a pass in this situation, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff, all the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Got it in the middle. It's Rodgers. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Hauls it in. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They'll back them up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Caught in the backfield, it's Snyder. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Here's the heat. They'll run the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Huskers!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Direct snap. Find some fresh air. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The give on the inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. And a short run there, and that'll end it. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.